You know, I can't go a day without talking about the repulsive Stephanie Jenkins. So she's got all kinds of stuff posted today, both on her TikTok and her FB page. Now, this first this first video I happened to look at, and she says, day one of trying to be my weirdo self in front of babes more. She's referring to Drew. Now, here's my question. And she's just dancing. She's just dancing around, and she acts like she cares about Atlas, who has his hair half done, and she kind of grabs his hands and dances a little with him, okay? Drew does not even look her direction. He's sitting over there playing his PS5. He could give a care less what she's doing. He gives her absolutely no attention. But here's my question. 3 years, 2 kids. You've laid with this man for 3 years. You've made 2 kids with this man. So, by theory, he's seen every part of your body. He's seen you in your worst, at your best, and everything in between. And in 3 years, you've never been able to, as you would say, show your authentic weirdo self to him. Then what kind of relationship is it? That sounds like no relationship at all. If you've been with somebody 3 years, and in 3 years you haven't been able to be yourself around them, that is not a relationship. What is that? So what is she even talking about? Trying to be my weirdo self in front of babes more. Babes. Get out of here, Stephanie. And then what killed me even more about this video is the music she has playing is R. Kelly. R. Kelly, a convicted S.O. who was with children as young as 14 years old. And you are playing this music by this man and showing your children in the video. She has no sense. She doesn't think before she does this stuff. Then we have another video. And it's just getting worse and worse as we go on. She says, I don't think you're living if you haven't melted your gummy bears in the car, then proceed to eat the gushy mess of perfection it leaves behind. What? So you see her with a bag of gummy bears that are all melted together, and she is pulling them apart with a fork, eating them. Never in my 48 years have I ate melted gummy bears. Maybe I'm missing out on something. And then she's acting very strange in this video, right? She walks away. And she turns around, she says, oh, you're still here? Like she's trying to be funny. And then cuts the camera off. Then we have a reset video. You know, the classic, stupid. She's sweeping with just the head of the broom. It has no stick on it. She's on the floor sweeping the floor with just the broom part, no stick on it. You can't go to Dollar Tree and buy a $1.50 stick to screw on there? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And she goes on some strange rant about how eventually she'll get to a place where they can show more sitcom-like content. And then she's talking about, well, I'm all discombobulated today, I'm sorry. She's talking about, she wants these videos that she's making to be a roadmap of sorts to show the kids everything they've been through. And then, you know, she said, she even addressed what most of us are going to say, why would the kids want to be reminded of this horrible time in their life? She said, well, she can understand that too, but, you know, she just wants them to see, you know, that her and Drew never gave up. They always took the long road. What are you even talking about? See what I mean? Today's only what, 24th? Yeah, 9 days after payday. Yeah, there's a chance that she had a little bit of money left, and that's what the problem is here. Then she posts this video about talking about religion. So in this video, she's picking the kids up, I guess, from like Vacation Bible Study or something, because one of the kids, I think Isabella, repeats a Bible verse they learned. And she starts talking to this girl like she's a grown adult. I'm just glad, that you weren't forced into religion and you came to it by a choice and all of this. But here's what she wrote on this. She said, interesting topic to debate, in my opinion. I was growing up in a very strict Christian household. Okay, now first, we've seen pictures of Stephanie Young. If this household was so strict, why did she have these piercings? Was she wearing these promiscuous looking clothing, had wacky colored hair? It doesn't seem that household was very strict to me. But I digress. Religion wasn't a choice, it was a lifestyle. We had no choice as kids. I never wanted that for my children. I wanted the interest to be genuine. I wanted their relationship with Jesus to feel positive, not pressed. I respect that this isn't the right option for every household, but I am grateful I stuck to my guts. My children now desire to grow closer to God with a passion they lit themselves, a choice they made to start their journey following Christ, and I get to be here to support them and teach them everything I know about the love of God. All right, now here, Miss Thompson, if you were reading that Bible, as much as you claim, you would know that as a Christian, which you claim to be, and as a mother, you had a responsibility to those children from day one. From the day they were born, you were supposed to be introducing them to God. You were supposed to be teaching them about Jesus. Not, just when you're ready, in your own time, when you're ready. I don't want to pressure you. In your own time, when you're ready to learn. That's not how it works, according to the Bible you claim to read. She is something else. And you notice these past couple days she's trying to post this controversial type stuff. Because she's hurting for money. She's hurting for engagement. That's why she's posting this stuff that's so controversial here lately. So, I think, the cycle is cycling. Come the 15th, see, it happens all the time within about a week, maybe a little after. She gets paid all this manic, crazy stuff. So what's your thoughts on the repulsive Stephanie Jenkins? I mean, am I wrong in thinking that how could somebody not know your weird self after being with them for 3 years? I mean, that doesn't make sense to me. That's not computing in my brain. And this whole thing with, oh boy, I don't know, just let me know your thoughts.